Hello everyone, my name is ClickFlow and welcome back to another episode of the WannaB's server. We are back here on our flying island, floating island. Welcome back, it's good to be back. And yes, this is coming out right after the last episode that we did here on the server, mainly because I want to do a little bit more work up here. We got this island built up and I'm pretty happy with the progress of how things came together, but we don't have any settlement or way to subsist on top of this island. So I'm thinking in today's episode I want to do something about that. As you can see, the nether portal's still there. I just moved everything over to this side because my goodness, these nether portals are so loud on Java Edition. I'm not sure if that's just me or like my audio settings or whatever, but I couldn't stand it anymore. I had to move everything over to the other side of the island, so when I was doing stuff with the inventory, I didn't have that blasting my eardrums out. Anyway, so back to the concept or the subject of making a structure up here, a building and where we're going to be living. Functionality wise, I think I want to make this building the storage type room. And so I want this to be large enough so that it can hold all of our automated storage, all the redstone and everything for that, but also like have enough decorations so that it fits in with the other islands and with the other buildings and structures that we have. And like I had mentioned at the end of the last episode, I kind of want to have a Japanese-esque architecture and buildings and stuff like that. And I've got some ideas. I've been playing around on a creative test world, and I think I have something special planned out and built up for this. So I'm going to go ahead and try and put something together here. I've been doing a bunch of resource gathering and collecting, and I have a bunch of these materials here. I really like the light blue glazed terracotta. I want to do a lot with that, with like the accent in the walls, making it look a little bit more ornate, but also using that as an accent, as like a flooring, like a mosaic type floor. I think that would look really cool. And I've got some other terracottas that I can play around with. I also want to accent a little bit with this white wool. I feel like that feels a little oriental and will go well with that building, with the color palette. And I really like this acacia wood. And you might think that's a little interesting to be building with. Mainly is for this orange color, but also because when you break this stuff down, and let's see, we can break that down. When you make this stuff into trapdoors, it makes a really nice like shutters type of texture, and I really like that. I think that really goes well with the Japanese type feel, that like there are lots of like, I don't know, in Asian cultures I seem to see a lot of those like shutters and like shades that they will pull across as kind of like separators. They're kind of like impromptu walls, if you will. Anyway, I think that is super attractive, and I really wanted to use acacia mainly for that shutter texture. And so, and the other wood around it, I mean, that looks pretty good, and I like the red hue to it as well. So I want to try and work with those things to see if we can't get that Japanese feel to this. I'm really excited about this this building here, and I hope I do a good enough job. I hope I do it justice enough. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. I think I'm also going to try and do a time lapse again with the replay mod so that you guys can enjoy that footage. and I'm just excited to get started, excited to start building this and to see how it ends up turning out. One of the other things I also am thinking I want to do in this episode is set up some automated sugarcane farming. I'm not sure if I want to build that up here first, oops, or if I want to build that down on the floor, if I want that to be like my industrial section and stuff. I guess we'll see how that goes after we build up this house. I get the footprint of the house might be quite large because we're going to try and fit a storage system in it. But yeah, those two things are my main goal for this episode. And once we do that, I think we'll be in great shape to start working on some of the other islands and working on some more projects around the server. So I think that's enough of my jaw flapping. So I think we'll get right to the time lapse. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed their time lapse. I think I had a really good time, and I think this has turned out really nice. If we take a look from a distance, I really like how this is looking. This really looks like a, I don't know, I think it looks pretty good, like a Japanese type building. I liked how we included the wool and the glazed light blue terracotta, and I really like these shutters. I think that looked good, and I decided, instead of going with a classic glass window, that I would just do like these doors, and it kind of looks just like they're those window shutters, and I think that turned out pretty good. I really like how the acacia wood looks. I don't know, I kind of like that red look, especially the end rods as well. And then in here, as you can see, we have a decent sized area. Right here is probably not big enough for our storage system, but I'm thinking we can always make a basement floor that is inside the island, and that's where we can put our storage system. We've got a lot of stone that we can work with that, and put the storage system in that way. So I'm pretty excited about this. I think it turned out really well. Of course, make sure to let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Put your feedback and stuff. If you enjoyed this, if you want to see more of things like this. Of course, this is not going to be the last of this type of building. I think we're going to be setting up multiple islands around here, and they all have different types of these Japanese style structures. But overall, I think this turned out really well. I'm pretty happy with it. But before we end today's episode, like we had said, I'm thinking about also starting an industrial type district where we can make various types of farms and possibly contribute to the shopping district economy a little bit more. And I was thinking initially we would do it on like an island like this, but I'm kind of thinking it might be kind of nice to have all the industrial district down on the floor, maybe over there in that little stony area. And then have all of the buildings, like the actual base, be up here, and that way we would get a lot of AFK time done down there while we're up here building and stuff like that, and just being around. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'll probably go off camera and do a little bit of that. I'm thinking about starting the sugarcane farm. I've been getting together some resources, mainly pistons, redstone torches, and redstone. And I think I'm going to do a rapid fire burnout circuit, which, if you haven't seen, if you don't know what that is, you can definitely check that out on my channel on one of the Thrive Guide episodes. I thought that it would be different in Java Edition versus Bedrock, but it seems that the rapid fire burnout signals work the same way. Like if we were to grab a redstone torch, some dust, and then some blocks, I can kind of demonstrate how that works. So we have a block, and then we put a redstone torch there, of course, and then we take some redstone wire from that and power it, and it will turn itself off like that. But if you update the block next to it, it does it again, and it'll keep doing that over and over and over. And so basically we're going to use that to our advantage by putting a series of pistons across here, and then putting sugarcane down here. And whenever this sugarcane right here grows, it will update this block, and then it will fire all of the pistons, one tick pistons, and then they will push them into water streams, push them in and collect in a hopper. Shouldn't be too difficult, but it does save us a lot of quartz from observers. I mean, you can use observers. I just prefer not to, just because of how expensive they are. So I'm going to go ahead and see if we can't put that together, and I will bring you guys back in once we've got that. All right, folks, welcome back, and we have our first tier of the sugarcane farm set up. It's a little bit different than what we had on our bedrock method. Redstone cannot be placed directly on top of pistons because when the piston fires, it breaks the redstone dust. So it only fires once and then it doesn't ever fire again. So that is a little bit different. We had to put blocks on top of this and then put the redstone on top of that. So it isn't going to be as compact as the bedrock design, but it seems like it should work just fine. I have set up a rapid fire detection circuit right there on that corner, and then another rapid fire detection circuit set up on this corner. So if this sugarcane grows, or if this sugarcane grows, then it will fire the rapid fire circuit and harvest all of the sugarcane that has grown in the chain. And to demonstrate that, if we go ahead and place a piece of sugarcane right on top of this one, you can see they all fire, and then the rapid fire circuit puts itself out after about 7 ticks or so, and then the sugarcane is collected right there. So that is pretty much it. That's our first farm built in our industrial sector, and it's a really simple farm. And I probably would do 3 or 4 layers right now, but unfortunately I ran out of pistons. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more to get some iron and stuff so that I can get some more pistons, and we'll probably build this up off camera sometime. But yeah, I think the only thing left is just to let it grow and do its thing. And of course our island with our new building is just over there in that corner. I think this has been a pretty successful episode. I'm pretty happy about it. I'm gonna pack up here and then I'm gonna head right back up to the top so we can finish off today's episode. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about this design. I have both of the chains linked up to this one chest, so all the output should just go right there. And I'll come back on in a few hours to see how the rates of this farm are. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how it works. I've never done anything in Java Redstone technical wise until right now. I've just kind of played around and poked around. So hopefully this works. If not, we can always modify it to add some more like some observers and stuff to this chain and make that work a little bit better. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this this episode and this look into getting some more progress done on our Japanese sanctuary floating island base thingy. And I hope you guys enjoyed our look into starting our industrial district, or with the sugarcane farm down there. I'm really excited to see how that goes, and I'm excited to see the industrial district around this get bigger and bigger. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out and for watching this episode. Definitely let me know what you guys think about these two things in the comments and in the next video as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for some more content. My name has been ClickFlow, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye for now.